welcome to the school board meeting. And let's please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I need a motion for approval of the agenda. That's Katie
Second, Matt.
and second Matt. All in favor?
Aye.
Any discussion or abstentions? Need approval for the minutes for the reorg meeting on July 9th and the special meeting on July 23rd. Do I have a motion, Matt? And Steve? Got to make sure our pro tem clerk's got it. Okay.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Discussion? Okay, thank you. Presentation of awards and acknowledgements, there are none. I'd like to forego the reading of the public comment statement. I will be providing speakers with large print sheets to make sure they're aware, but there's nobody here tonight. Is this okay with the board?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Item 7, old business. Acknowledge receipt of previous public comment. We have none. Item 7.2. Paul, would you like to explain that to us? You gotta turn your mic on. That's the tax.
Okay, so in the tax levy resolution, it states what the tax levy is, what was approved in the budget, and what is supposed to be collected. It does it both for the general fund and for the community libraries. It states the due dates on when the taxes will be collected and what the penalties will be if they're late.
The tax resolution for 25-26 school year, whereas the Board of Education has been authorized by the voters of the Newark Central School District to collect taxes at a sum not to exceed $15,238,113. That's for the general fund, and $634,969 for the library, as per attached circulation sheet for each and a composite of both at the August 6th board meeting. Be it hereby directed that the tax warrant of the board duly signed shall be affixed to the tax rolls authorizing the collection of said taxes to begin on September 2nd and end on October 31st, giving the tax warrant an effective period of 60 days. It is further directed that the delinquent tax penalties be fixed as follows. September 2nd through September 30th, no penalty. October 1st through October 31st, a 2% penalty. Unpaid taxes turned over to the county at a 3% penalty. Do I have a motion to accept that? Katie and Matt, all in favor? Aye. Okay. I have for you guys a piece of paper that needs to be signed. Okay. All right. Okay, we need to finalize the Board of Education subcommittee assignments. For audit, I have Katie Pullen, Brandy Stevens, and Matt Burgess. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay, for policy, I have Katie Pullen, Stephen DeRizio, Denenzo, me, Russ Harris. That's for policy. Any, okay? For instructional committee, I only have Steve and Julie. Is there another person who would like to join the instructional committee? Now that, Miranda does.
She was on it last year, so she probably will.
I'm going to put her name down, and we'll just circulate it and say that that's her. For facilities, I have me and Matt. Anybody else want to do facilities?
I can do facilities.
Julie. And for Wayne Finger Lakes BOCES, I have Miranda as the rep and Steve as the alternate. Fort County School Board Legislative is Julie, and I'll be the alternate. We're both there a lot of the times anyway. And Fort County Board of Directors, Julie and me. And the NISBA delegate, somehow I got my name down there, but we'll maybe make Brandy do it. That's a joke. And the district-wide safety committee, Steve's going to do that, and that's a district committee.
Do we want to just indicate that co-curricular is collapsing?
Co-curricular is, yes, is that we had voted on that on the 9th. We're going to use Teams for the committees. There is a template in there for the minutes and the agenda and the minutes. And I'm hoping that all of you can do the minutes in the meeting. So at the end of the meeting, the minutes are done.
One person has to be.
It can be all three, it can be everybody in doing the minutes, because it's in Teams. It can be shared. But anyway, yes, one person can do that. And then,
When you say doing the minutes, writing the minutes during the meeting?
yes, it's simple. If you look at the way the template works, it's a very simple process. It's not extensive minutes. It's, we discussed this, we discussed that, and they're fairly simple. And they should be available at the next board meeting, so that they're in the agenda for the next board meeting. And then they get up on the web. There was a complaint that not all the minutes were getting up on the web in a timely fashion, and that we need to make sure that we do that. I'm going to be doing a catch-up on Teams, and then as we start, if there's anybody that needs any instruction on Teams, there's a neat way to make an appointment with Aaron Sweet to do that. Okay. We now move to verbal reports. Instructional, Donna.
So it's very busy in the Office of Instruction. My first August, so I'm very excited to be working with all the folks working on curriculum writing and summer school. So summer school is in full swing. We worked out some of the transportation issues, attendance issues from the beginning of summer school, and so they're doing great. I mean, we're in August, so we should be. We just had our administrative retreat the past 2 days, and that's been really invigorating. New team members, just gelling together as a team and working on alignment, pre-K-12, so that's been exciting work. Doing a lot of the grant work that needs to happen that's due by the end of August. So I'm working with the teams on those pieces as well, and just getting organized for September, opening day, new teacher. We have Reds done coming up next week, so very busy time, but I'm enjoying it, and I think we have a good plan in place for when kids come back to school and teachers come back.
Excellent. Finance, Paul.
Well, about 6 weeks in, and I've been accepted, I think, wholeheartedly by my team and the administration here. And I will say that we've been working on closing the books. Audit prep prelim was done before Greg left. We're getting ready for audit in the beginning of September. A lot of transition of working with the different teams and the different different employees within the departments, understanding what they do, seeing how I can assist, seeing how things operate, trying to learn their processes, working on contracts, wrapping those up with the other administrators who were here working on them before I got here, as well as working with Donna on grants. So all in all, it's been very interesting. I'm very excited, and I'm very happy to have joined this team.
Excellent, thank you. Human Resources, Christine.
So similar to Donna, I just wanted to give a shout out to all of our staff who have not taken a summer break. As you can see, Human Resources has been very busy, but throughout district office, our staff cleaning, preparing every classroom for our students, our teachers learning. It's just still very active around here, and we're very proud of the work they're doing.
And Superintendent Susan.
Okay. I would just like to begin by thanking Christine. This is her last night here with us as far as her board meetings. She will be with us, though, till the 18th. Christine has been very instrumental in building systems and structures in our HR department, has worked definitively on staff retention and creating partnerships with colleges to be able to receive qualified staff. She oversees benefits, retirees, and the folks that work in that department. And you've definitely been the consummate professional the entire time that you were here. We were grateful for your service, and you will definitely be missed, and we will be calling you. So thank you very much.
And you're going to make sure you turn over all the stuff on the regulations. Thank you.
You know, she was able to sneak out of here before doing that, right, fully. So that next person,
Yeah, that's first on the list, isn't it?
absolutely. Secondly, I just wanted to hit on our administrative retreat that we've had for the last 2 days. It really was an awesome 2 days for us. Our theme this year is rowing together, and we actually went rowing. So we started our morning off yesterday with the theme, setting the essential question and our learning targets and success criteria for the 2 days. And then we went into each group, watching different videos and recording how rowing together actually correlates with being leaders in education. And so I think it was quite powerful, the connections that our administrative team made. We also used a new website and software tool called Thought Exchange. I don't know if any of you are familiar with that. You read? And so this was our first time using it. So I would say it was successful for the most part. We did actually do an exchange at the end, and we had to rate each other, which we didn't know was coming. But now that we know, it will be a great tool when we actually want to rate one another's statements. But the best part about it is we didn't need chart paper and markers anymore. So we were able to put in the prompts. Everyone's response was seen anonymously. People were open about what they wrote. We were able to talk about it. But then AI does a beautiful summarization of everyone's thoughts immediately. So it happens in real time, it goes up on the screen, and then it's correlated. So I would say that that was successful, and us testing it out really allowed us to see how we could use it in real time with our whole staff, with students, and just getting thoughts down. And again, the anonymity, yeah, you know where that's going. Yep, sorry about that. Was great because whoever is utilizing it doesn't have to worry about, I said this now, but it does get all put into the data. So it creates graphs for you. It was great. And then we moved into our strategic plan, our 5 key areas under our 3 big rocks. And then we took a dive into our data, which we further looked at today and talked about in depth. And the New York State test scores did come out in the midst of all this. So we didn't have it for today, but, you know, perfect timing by the state, once again, midday for it to come out. So we'll be looking at that and adding it to our information. We also talked about HR issues, ATS, TIG, MTSS, and we really solidified everything for the cell phone. Information will be going out tomorrow to parents regarding the big picture, and then individual letters will go out from our principals on the 18th of August. We also went rowing, as I said, and so part of the challenge was trusting your teammates, understanding what being prepared, synchronized, focused, all of those things mean in difficult times. You were not allowed to pick your partner. You had no idea who you were getting in a boat with. And so that was interesting. But none of us fell in, and we all made it out alive. And we realized how important it is to work as a team and trust one another in the experience. So it was a great 2 days, and I'm excited about the upcoming year and what our team can do by working together and rowing together.
Thank you. Review and approval of the consent agenda and the amendment. Do I have a motion? Steve and Brandy? Is there any discussion of any of the items, or all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Okay. Board development and committee monitoring. We talked about committees. There's nothing scheduled yet, and there's nothing left behind on any of them for 10.1 or, well, wait a minute, 10.1. Legislative, when's your next meeting?
It starts in September.
Starts in September.
Yep.
Okay. NISBA's had a couple of webinars throughout the summer. There was one last Wednesday on federal aid, which always changes, so it's almost not worth. Fort County,
First meeting is September 4th.
September 4th. And
That's the Board
BOCES
of
is
Directors.
continuously running.
Yep.
Is nobody, well, Miranda's not here, so we don't know if she went.
The next meeting's next week.
Okay, all right. Okay, so of the committees, we'll get committee schedules out in September. And so there's nothing there. 10.3, the second reading and adoption of the following policies. 6120, equal employment opportunity. 7316, the use of internet-enabled devices during the school day. 7513, medication and personal care items. And 7521, students with life-threatening conditions and anaphylaxis. Yeah, okay,
I can say
excellent.
that word. I
Do
got that one.
do I have a motion for the second reading of those? That was Katie and Julie. Okay, any questions about those policies? Okay, thank you. All in favor? Aye. You got it?
For the reading? Who first?
Katie first, I second.
Katie and Julie.
Katie, Julie.
Okay, future agenda items, there's really nothing listing. When's the training for the students is on the
Next
11th.
Monday.
Next
Monday? Okay, that's what I
Next
thought.
Monday night. You guys, you have that in your calendars? Okay.
Can we open discussion on that?
On the student,
Yeah. Should we put in our next agenda space for them to report?
yeah,
And maybe some structure on
yeah.
that?
That probably can be in verbal reports. Questions, maybe?
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll have to see. That's where I'm guessing.
Maybe what you've been doing for the summer, if nothing else. Next board meeting is probably a little bit of business, and then a workshop on board goals and finishing up that and moving on to the new year. And if you haven't finished your super eval for the board part, And Stacy put a thing about the signing up for, anytime you're going to spend money, you need to fill out that form and turn it back into Stacy. We're going to try to get it as an online form, so you can just do it online and then ship it to her. Whatever, but we'll get it so it's online and then ship it to Stacy. And one of the reasons we're doing that is to make sure that we are keeping track of how much is being spent. I mean, yes, we can always put more money in that budget line, but, you know, you kind of want to know that kind of thing. And since all the employees have to go through that kind of a procedure, we should be doing it too. Okay? All right, I need a motion to go into executive session for employment of a particular person and a personnel issue. Matt, and then Steve? All in favor? Aye. Oh, it's not the record.